Our next presenter is actually on a related topic. We've got Tracy Groves, who is going to be giving us a quick talk on Click. Tracy, if you can shorten a little bit, that would be great. You'll win the toaster. I'll send it to the office. So appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Hi, everyone. I am Tracy Groves. I am from the Research Information Systems. And yes, I will absolutely try to make it quick for you. I'll speed through it. First, let me just introduce myself. So basically, I'm the trainer with Research Information Systems, and my responsibility, my job essentially is to help folks navigate through the softwares that we use at UB for research purposes. And there are quite a few different softwares that we use at UB. And so I just want to make sure that you're all aware of who I am and my contact information. Never hesitate to reach out to me if you have a question, problem, concern with any software that you're using for research. I'm happy to try to help you. I can't always promise you that I'll have the answer, but I can promise you that I'll respond. And I can also promise you that I'll find the answer for you. So don't hesitate. Very happy to help you out. So essentially the software that, we use most often for research at UB, as has been mentioned a couple of times just in the half hour or so that I've been sitting and listening, is Click. And I know that was the main thing that you wanted me to touch on. So I will. Click is the software that automates the submission, review, and approval process for research. So kind of walks you through the whole process of research submission from, idea creation all the way through to project closeout. And but we also work with REDCap, which is a survey building software, as well as Qualtrics, which is also a survey building software. A lot of people, the word really hasn't gotten out too well, but a lot of people are maybe not aware that Qualtrics UB has now acquired a license for Qualtrics for the Research Foundation. So anybody with an active UBIT is able to have an account through Qualtrics. So just so you are aware, but as well, we have REDCap as well, which is another survey building software. And then there's Encore, which is the reporting, enrollment tracking, billing for generally for research activities and compliance. So for trial management, essentially. So all of those softwares, as I said, I can help you with if you do have problems, questions, concerns, anything like that. As far as Click is concerned, essentially, as I said, it does kind of bring you through the whole process from proposal development all the way through to project closeout. There are 6 modules that sort of integrate with one another and help you with all of the different aspects of research in Click. So there is an agreements module that can help you to build and submit agreements for approval. There is a conflict of interest module where yearly you will have to go in and complete your annual financial disclosure to complete your conflict of interest form. And then whenever you are doing research, there are research specific forms that you will have to fill out in that module as well. There's a grants module that helps you to manage your proposals for grants and to help with all sponsored funding submissions. IACUC is the module that helps with animal studies, helping to submit protocols for animal study. And IRB is just like IACUC, only it is involving human subjects. So IACUC, IRB, animal, human. And then finally, the 6th module is safety. The safety module is going to be the way for the biosafety, radiation, chemicals, and stem cell issues. If you're dealing with any hazardous material like that, it's going to help you to get that managed for compliance and making sure that everything is safe and meeting regulations. As far as Click is concerned, again, I'm not gonna, I know because we're really rushed for time here, I'm not gonna get into too much specifics, but just know that all of the modules sort of work very similarly. They operate very similarly. Once you really master one of the modules, you can probably find your way through all of the rest of them because they all look very similar and they all kind of respond very similarly. They use a system called Smart Forms, which essentially is a system where based on your responses, it's going to determine what if any additional questions or what forms might need to be completed. So you answer a couple of questions and then it branches off to whatever other pages you might need. And again, all of the modules sort of follow the same procedure. They are there to help improve efficiency and completion of research submission and review. Finally, as I said, training is available and I am available to do that. I do have quite a few classes and workshops that I am going to be holding in the next, well, really through the month of September and October. I have it pretty packed up with most of the research related topics for software, particularly with Click, but I also have an Encore training. I have a RedCap training. I have a Qualtrics training. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or you want a training, or maybe your team needs a specific training. I'm happy to try to set something up with you. I'm very happy to do that. So very quickly, I will also just mention that you can get a Click account if you don't have one already. This is the website that you're going to go to. It is buffalo.edu/research/research systems training.html. And that will take you to our training page. On the right-hand side, you will see a little box that has a kind of a teal blue side here that says register for Click. You click on this little blue hyperlink and the registration form comes up. You fill it out. One very important thing I want to just make sure that I mention is that when you are filling out this registration form, it is imperative that you use your UB email address. I cannot tell you how many times I get registrations with a Gmail account or Yahoo or something else. It will automatically reject it. I do go through them every day and kind of weed through the ones that were rejected and reach out to folks to have them resubmit. But you can save yourself some time and hassle just by making sure that you use your UB account. That's how they are, how they check with the system to make sure that you have the right to have that account. So, all right. And with that being said, like I said, I know you guys are, in a rush, so I don't want to hold you up any longer, but never hesitate to reach out. My email is tracygr@buffalo.edu. And I'm very happy to, speak with each and every one of you if you have questions.
Tracy, you are awesome.
Okay, very good, very good. I'll let you move on then.
Thank you so much, truly, for being so succinct and on time.